Magandang araw, ako po si Sir Ariel, ang ALS lover ng EdTech Unit. Narito po ako para sa isang napakagandang balita at upang magpaalala na ang kinabukasan ay mas gaganda at uunlad kung ang lahat ay patuloy na mag-aaral. Sa edukasyon sa ating bansa, tiyak na walang maiiwanan sa pag-abot ng mga pangarap. Kaya naman ang Department of Education ICT's Educational Technology Unit at Alternative Learning System Task Force ay nagtutulungan sa pagkakaroon ng ALS Tech Empowerment Program upang maihatid ang excellent quality education sa ating mga ALS learner and teachers. To easily deliver the lessons from the modules and other references, we will provide tablet PC as part of the DepEd computerization program to all ALS teachers and orientation on the use of these packages. To deepen the pedagogical use of information and communications and technology in delivering instructions, there are training workshops on the use and curation of open educational resources or OER, Google and Microsoft productivity tools, creation of video lessons using PowerPoint presentations and KineMaster, and on ebook or e-magazine development. To create an avenue for remedial lessons that is open to all learners, teachers, and parents, we will have the ETUlay free online tutorial and mobile ETUlay, where we will visit remote schools to feature the best practices of our ALS teachers and learners. Sa mga out-of-school youth and adult, laging tatandaan na may pag-asa upang makapagpatuloy sa pag-aaral. May ALS para sa inyo. Ang edukasyon ay para sa lahat. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Isang mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Ako ang inyong lingkod, Tutor Madge. Welcome sa ating ETUlay, ang ating libreng online tutorial na hatid ng ating kagawaran ng edukasyon, ICT's EdTech. Ang programang ito ay inaasahang makatutulong at maging karagdagang kaalaman sa mga mag-aaral mula kinder hanggang senior high school, ALS, Alive, at SPED learners. Bukod sa pagsagot ng mga modules, ang ETUlay ay may mga special programs din na siguradong aabangan ninyo araw-araw. Katuwang ang ating mga minamahal na mga magulang at guro ay maitutulay natin ang pagkatuto. Kaya, ihanda na ang inyong module, lapis, papel o kwaderno. Ihanda rin ang isip, mata at tenga sa isa na namang makabuluhang aralin. Tayo nang matuto kasama ang inyong volunteer online tutor sa oras na ito.
Good evening, everybody! Kamusta kayong lahat? Welcome to another episode of our ALS LS1, the English class for high school. No? Meron tayong mga most punctual for today's session. Very good talaga. Let me shout out muna itong top 1 natin sa attendance tonight. We have Enrico Dalupan from grade 11 STEM, and the school is VDF High School. Saan po itong VDF High School, Enrico? So, Agony David Fernandez, Eva Soriano, Loles Leon, Lydia Bosch, Maria Palae, Los Morancos, Nia, Rachel, and I am Enrico Manuel Dalupan. Good evening po, magka-classmates ata ito. Watching from Bulwang Elementary School, Bernie Cesno Herubin. Okay? We also have Aldrin Ramos. Ay, answer to kay Sir, kay Tutor Richard Villanueva sa Parañaque ata ito, si Aldrin Ramos. San Antonio National High School, Parañaque. Ayan, under Sir Richard. Okay, we also have Yermea Perez. Okay, from San Antonio kay Sir Chadi pa rin. Very good. Okay, we also have Joy S. Santos from Als, ay, under Sir Chadi pa rin. Als Paranaque. I'm being fine, Enrico Dalupan. Hello. We also have, okay, Angel Agurin from San Joaquin Elementary School. Moonwalk si Chiliera of No. Sino ang teacher mo, nak? Okay? I hope everybody is doing well this Monday evening. Welcome again, ha? Welcome to our another session after few weeks of hindi tayo nagkita-kita every Monday, no? So, welcome. This is Tutor Noreen at your service from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Ayan. So, ako ang nakikita niyo. Pero next Monday, si Tutor Sam naman. So, mag-alternate kami ni Tutor Sam next Monday. Welcome to another episode with another or new topic. Last time kasi we talked about giving and receiving criticisms. Okay, so we knew how to, we learned, or we were reminded how to give criticism, whether it is constructive or we always avoid the destructive criticism. We always turn that into positive comment or constructive criticism. Ayan. So this afternoon or this evening, we will be talking about very timely topic. Timely kasi ang dami nating naririnig sa social media. Naririnig, natitingnan, nababasa sa social media, lahat ng channels, lahat ng channels of information. But as a human being, as a citizen, as a student, as a citizen of this country, lahat dapat ng tinitake nating information, ina-analyze natin. Kasi dapat ang information is true. Dapat ang information is a fact. Kaya ang dapat nating iwasan, ha? To take information that is baseless or dahil lang sa haka-haka. Dapat ang lahat ng information na pinapapaniwalaan natin dapat tama. And it's based on facts. Okay? So, information analysis. Teacher po ako. Teacher si Ma'am Chiliera of No. Ay, teacher ko po, sorry. Teacher ko po si Mrs. Joyce Trinidad Tubeo. Okay, hi ma'am. Hi ma'am Trinidad Tubeo. Okay, welcome Chiliera. Okay, let's continue. Okay, these are our targets for this evening. Okay, compare pieces of information in order to understand them better. Okay, we compare whether, kasi yung sa ibang channel or sa ibang platform, ito yung nabasa ko. So, you have to, when you take information, you have to compare. Later, we will discuss more about this. Use comparison to make a choice between two or more things. Okay? Distinguish facts from opinions. This is very common, no? Since elementary, ano na natin to? We've been learning, we've been given by teachers about facts and opinions kasi this is a very important life skill to identify whether an information is an opinion or a fact. Okay? Bakit balik-balik? Ang bilis-bilis lang kaya ma-identify ang fact or opinion. Balik-balik because we should be reminded na hindi lahat ng parang totoo ay totoo. Okay? Lastly, we will identify bias in opinions and other pieces of information. Yung 3-4 lang palang targets natin. Okay? Before we go to our topic, before we go to comparison and contrast, tell me if it is true or false. Okay? I will read, ha? When you compare two things, you show how they are alike. When you contrast two things, you show how they are different. Magandang gabi, GS5. Okay? What is that? Is it true or false? When you compare two things, you show how they are alike. When you contrast two things, you show how they are different. It is true. Kaya comparison and contrast. It is balik-balik na lesson hanggang mag-senior high kayo. Hanggang college, yung mga minor subject, hanggang senior high, you always have this topic. Okay? Kasi very, very important. how to compare and how to contrast. And why do we compare and why do we contrast? Okay? So continue. True or false? If enough people believe that a statement is true, then it is a fact. True or false? If enough people or majority of the people that a statement or believe that a statement is true, then it is a fact. Yes, it is false. Very good. Yermea Perez. Okay, it is false. It doesn't mean that everybody or the majority believes in that statement. You will consider that as a fact. Okay? Unless kapag you've proven that by yourself, ano? So it's false. Okay? It's false. Number 2 is false. Okay. True, si Chiliera, siguro nahuli yung ano niya. Okay, another. An opinion is a piece of information that is based on feelings and attitudes. True or false? An opinion is a piece of information that is based on feelings and attitudes. That is, number 3 is true. It is subjective. Maybe the information that is opinionated by someone may not be true to others. Okay? So opinion is just based on the attitude of the person talking or his views about something. That's true. Okay? That's correct. Last, I think this is the last. A piece of information containing biased judgment is totally accurate information. Very tricky itong statement na to ha. A piece of information containing biased judgment is totally an accurate information. Biased judgment. Number 4, false. Okay? It's bias na nga eh. How could it be accurate information? Very good. Ayan, mga gising ang mga audience natin. Joy Santos, Aldrin Ramos, Leonita, Jane, Avelia, Marciano. Ang haba ng name. Okay? False also. Bernie, Sesno, Kerubin. Reduban, dito na dumating ng ating Suki. Reduban Alin. Ayan, yan yung mga natin, mga avid viewers every Monday during us. Reduban Alin, ALS learner din ito. Okay, good evening, Reduban. Okay, that's it. Next. Okay, ay meron pa palang isa. It is important to be aware of whatever biases a piece of information contains so that you would not be easily misled. Is it true or false? It's very important to be aware of the biases. Ano kasi ito ng mga biases na to? Okay, number 6 is true. Okay, what are these biases? Okay, later on, we will find out. Okay, isa-isahin natin. We will dissect or we will segregate or separate the topic about information analysis into 3. One is comparison and contrast. Second is biases. And the third is, ano pa nga yung third? May isa pa. Nakalimutan ko na sa gitna. Yes, comparison and contrast, biases, and propaganda techniques. Ayan, very common yan. Nowadays, especially nowadays. Okay? So, next. Okay, comparison and contrast. If you are given two things to be compared and contrasted, two monkeys. Ano bang kaibahan ng dalawang monkeys? Always meron, right? Meron yan. Tao, okay? Yung isa medyo parang matanda. The other one is parang bata. So, parang hindi sila magkapareho ng age. Okay? So, pag there are two information that are alike. Okay? You always have to compare and contrast. Hindi pwedeng, ay pareho lang, ano lang man sila eh. Pareho nga sila, pero there is this parang isa pang statement or sentence na naiiba. Kaya when you take information, you'll have to dissect. Especially pag narinig mo isang version, kabilang version, dapat compare mo, ano bang pareho sila? Okay? And then after makuha mo yung similarities, you will find out also the contrast. Anong kaibahan nilang dalawa? Saan ako lulugar? Okay? Okay? Basta always based on facts pag mag-take tayo ng information, okay? Example of comparison and contrast. Let's say you'll have to compare two persons in the names of Richard and Joey, okay? Points of comparison, place of origin, physical characteristics, special talents, abilities, special interests, personality traits. Okay, similarities, Richard and Joey are both from Mindanao. Yung lawak ng Mindanao. Okay? Ang daming lugar sa Mindanao. Another similarity is they're both 5 feet and 6 inches tall. Both are musicians, dancers, good singers, athletic and artistic. Okay? Both are movie lovers. Both are ambitious and loving. Okay, example, sila yung dalawa ang naglalaban sa i-hire na tao. Saan ba to? Ang differences naman nila, Richard is from Bukidnon, while Joey is from Zamboanga. Richard is stocky, while Joey is slim. In terms of physical characteristics, Richard is a basketball player, while Joey is a football player. Richard is guitarist, and while Joey is a pianist. Ito yung mga special talents nila. Special interest. Richard loves action movies while Joey prefers dramas. Richard is studying to become a lawyer while Joey is planning to put up his own business. Richard is devoted to his family while Joey is loyal to his friends. So there are many differences. Two persons may be alike, ang konti lang, pero times 2 ang differences ng dalawang tao. Not only dalawang tao, it could be objects. Okay? Look, ang tao is being compared to ants. Okay, how does a human being similar to the ants? Okay, it is interesting how ant colonies and human communities are alike and different. Human communities are made up of several kinds of people. Those who hunt, those who take care of animals, those who plant ants that correspond to the first 3. Some ants also hunt. They are known as driver and legionary ants. Some ants look after animals such as plant, lice, scale insects, and caterpillars. Another kind of ant known as the harvester ant collects, stores, and some say even plants seeds. So they are like human beings. Meron silang kanya-kanyang trabaho, functions in the community, just like us. Pero ang kaibahan nila, ant colonies are also different from human communities. Members of ant colonies are mostly female. Sila yung mga umaakay ng pagkain. The females are born with specific tasks important to the colony. The male members play only minor roles. Ay, kaibahan nila kasi sa tao, mas marami ang hindi naman sa stereotype, no, but mas marami kasi meron parang equal yung babae at lalaki. Sa kanila naman yung gumagawa ay yung female sa mga ants. Okay? On the other hand, human communities are usually made up of males and females who have more or less equal roles and tasks in the society. So meron tayong differences with the ants. Okay? Look at this table. Okay? Yung ants and human beings. Okay? Members' roles, hunters, animal caretakers, planters, parang tayo. Okay? Distribution of duties, wala. Okay? Wala silang pero ang differences naman, meron. Duties are more or less evenly distributed among males and females sa human beings. Kasi nagagawa ng babae, nagagawa din ng lalaki. Nagagawa ng lalaki, nagagawa din ng babae. But for the ants, females perform most of the duties. Okay? Distribution of males and females. Equal numbers of males and females, mostly females. Okay? Yun ang differences ng ants tsaka sa tao. Okay? How are you going to why is it very important to compare and contrast information nowadays? Bakit kailangan natin yan? Rayan Moreno, hello, watching from Las Piñas East. Ay, kay Ma'am Gabule, kay Ma'am Derekita ito. Okay? Why do we need to compare and contrast information? Example, na may nabasa ka or nakita sa TV news channel. Ay, syempre, di naman isa lang channel natin. So, why do we need to compare and contrast? Okay, anybody from our viewers? Bakit kailangan nating i-dissect, i-compare, ikumpara? Kailangan nating difference? Ay, pareho lang naman siguro pareho lang ang nabasa ko eh. Okay. But if there are differences, medyo mag-isip tayo kung saan kaluluga. Iti-take ko ba ito yung information or hindi? Okay? So, it is your attitude of accepting or taking in the information. Kaya very important when you read something in the social media or in newspaper, magazine, news channel, sa ibang platforms sa social media, hindi dapat tayo pwedeng maniwala agad. Okay? Always research. Okay? Wala na akong time mag-research, ma'am eh. No. Everything is just a click nowadays. Okay? You can research. Google ko nga to, tama ba itong pinagsasabi? Tama ba yung terms? Tama ba itong current events na nabasa ko? Okay? Tama ba itong pinagsasabi dito sa binabasa ko? Okay? So you compare and contrast. Okay? Next. Okay, yan yung comparison and contrast. Okay? Facts and opinions. Okay? After getting the similarities and the differences of two things, isa sa way of analyzing information is identifying whether that information is a fact or opinion. Ay, very easy lang kaya yon. Yung pag malalaman naman na opinion lang pala yon. Yan, tsaka fact. It's based on experiments, based on research, ganon. Especially sa mga data natin, sa nangyayari sa atin nowadays in the community. Okay? Fact or opinion. Facts are statements or pieces of information that can be proven conclusively to be true. They seldom vary between information sources. Opinions are pieces of information that are based on attitudes and feelings. To know the information is reliable, sabi ni Yermia Perez. Very good. Okay? So, fact and opinion. Okay? So, fact and opinion. Both are kinds of information. Okay, pwede. Especially if it is coming from a reliable source, a profession, an expert of that field. Okay? So it may be fact. Kasi example, a doctor who tells something about health or our health status during the pandemic. Kasi mga doctors ang pinaka-reliable nating source of information if it's something about health. Okay? So look at this table. Ang fact can be conclusively proven to be true based on statistical data, based on research. Ang opinion naman, based on attitudes, ito nararamdaman ko eh. It is subjective. You say, it is what I feel, this is what I believe in, this is what I sense that is true. Okay? So ikaw ngayon na nakakinig, you have to dissect na, saan ba ito? Iti-take ko ba ito na opinion lang niya? Or kung pareho kayo ng views, maybe. Okay? Pero kapag meron namang may other information that is based on fact, doon ka sa fact. Kahit lihis yan sa opinion mo. Okay? Seldom vary from source to source. Hindi siya nagva-vary. Hindi siya nag-change. From one channel, ito yung binalita. From another channel, ito lang yung binalita. So it's based on facts. It's based on reality na witness mismo. That's a fact. Okay? Ang opinion vary from sources to sources. Nag-iiba. Pagdating sa kanya, parang relay the message ba yan? Nag-iiba yung message, nag-iiba yung, what do you call this, version. Okay? Nag-iiba from source to source. So, facts, hindi siya nagbabago. Okay? Kung ano yung nasabi, yun. Because maybe na-witness mismo ang reality, or maybe nag-experiment mismo, nag-research. Ang opinion naman, based lang yan kung ano yung pananaw ng isang tao or isang author. Okay? Fact or opinion, tell me. Anybody from the group? 100 centimeters make up 1 meter. Ay, very easy to. 100 centimeters make up 1 meter. Anybody from the group? Para shout out natin. Pati yung school nyo. Marilyn Almildes, good afternoon or good evening. Ashra Ampadi, good evening. Okay, number 1, that is a fact. Okay, hindi na tayo magdebate niyan. Measurement. Okay, number 2, the president of a nation should always be elected by the people. The president of a nation should always be elected by the people. Fact or opinion? Fact. Okay, kapag democratic country, right? It is always a fact. Okay? So may mga countries naman kasi na not elected by people, pero they're progressive countries. Okay? But in our case, we are a democratic country. It should be elected by the majority. Okay? Dolphy is the best comedian in the Philippines. Dolphy, number 3. Yeah, opinion. That's correct. Yarmia, fact. Bernie says no. Garubin, Dolphy is the best comedian in the Philippines. Opinion, because maybe in this person, Dolphy is the one, but other person may prefer another. Okay, nagwa-vary siya. Being able to read and write is necessary in order to be successful in life. Fact or opinion? Can you be successful without knowing how to read and write? Pwede ba yun? Opinion, asan ang opinion na? Number 4 is a fact, okay? Kasi that's basic of humanity. We should know how to read and write. Maybe the successful, meron tayong quotation dyan. Kasi not everybody that can read and write is successful, okay? Pero that's part of humanity. Yung read and write are part of our being human beings, okay? Dapat for us to be level up, we should know this basic of life. Okay? In December, the weather usually gets a little colder. Tama ba? December ba o January? Okay, opinion. Opinion lang kasi other region hindi naman hindi cold. Kasi it varies also. Hindi siya kasi nowadays parang ang January ang coldest month, no? January hanggang February. Okay, parang January opinion. Yes, that's true. Okay? That's correct. Okay, here. Dito tayo sa mga biases. A bias is a mental leaning, an inclination, a predisposition or a prejudice that keeps an information source from being totally accurate. Ang bias is maybe judgmental, it is deceiving, nakakalinlang, kasi nga para siyang totoo. And we should know these biases. Ano ba itong mga biases in the community or in the world we live in? Ang dami. Hindi mo lang nalalaman, hindi mo lang nakikilala, pero ay, bias na pala yun. Okay? Maraming makakarelate dito, kahit nga ako eh. Okay? Let us, what do you call this? Okay, let's have this table muna, okay? Let's analyze. Interviewee. Parent, childless adult, teenager, sweepstakes, ticket vendor. Question, sweepstakes possible effect on state of life. Kapag parent ka, sasabihin mo, buying tickets regularly would be a strain on the family budget kapag parent ka. Okay? Response to question, do you think people should buy sweepstakes tickets? Sabi ng parent, no. Sweepstakes is considered gambling. People would be better off spending money on something that is more likely to improve their lives. So iba yung pananaw niya. So it's negative for a parent who does budgeting in the household. Mahirap nga naman, isingit mo pa yon. But for a childless adult, it would be an additional expenses, but it can be afforded once in a while kasi nga wala siyang anak. So wala siyang less ang gastos niya. Buying once in a while, just for fun, is okay for a childless adult. But if you do it regularly, you're wasting your money. Pag sa teenager, okay? If regular ticket buying is a way to ask for additional allowance, it's worth a try. Iba yung pananaw ng isang teenager. Kasi nga wala siyang responsibility masyado. Okay? Kasi ang ginagastos niya, money pa rin ng parents. Okay? If you have extra money, it might be worth it. Especially when you finally win the jackpot. Ayan. Kasi nga, wala siyang responsibilities masyado. Okay, sweepstakes ticket vendor. Siyempre, negosyo ito. Getting more people to buy tickets will mean more income. Siyempre, kukutita pang mata mo niyan. It gives the government extra funds. Gina-justify pa niya. Pag marami, siya there's additional funds to the government for its projects, and the jackpot is enough to make it even more worthwhile. Ayan. So, nag-iiba. Biases based on the opinions or the statements of every individual. Okay? The report shows that the state of life of each interviewee do seem to affect his or her response. Okay, di ba? Ang parents is much concerned about saving money. The childless adult does not have extra responsibilities like having a child, okay? The teenager, being the youngest, is a bit reckless and immature. The ticket vendor wants to sell more tickets, so she emphasized the benefits of buying sweepstakes tickets. Okay, that's it. Yung bias. Mga biases. Nag-iiba siya. Iba yung mga pananaw. Okay? Propaganda techniques. Ito yung mga techniques na, mga terms ng techniques para makaakit, para makakonvince ng mga tao that this statement is true, that this information is true. Okay? These are devices used to influence others by deception. Deception in Filipino, yung parang, ano bang, malinlang? Ano bang ibang term ng deception? Their presence indicates bias in a piece of information. Look at this. Name calling, ito very common nowadays kasi malapit na ang election natin, ha? So, lahat ng information natin na ititik dapat based on facts, and alam mo sa heart mo na yun ang tama. Okay? So, name calling is propaganda technique also. Accusing or denouncing an individual by using a widely disapproved label. Negative words. Name calling. Kasi your purpose is to hatak, convince people. Okay? Convince na ano sinasabi mo ay totoo. So, gagamitin mo tong technique na to so that people will believe in you at hindi sa other side. Okay? Number one, he is a liar and a troublemaker, or she is a liar and a troublemaker. So, ganyan pa lang, dinadown mo agad ang tao. Okay? Dinadown mo agad yung tao. So, that is name calling. Beware. Hindi agad-agad tayong maniniwala. Porket sinabi ng isang tao na ganito yung taong to, ay, ganun pala talaga. Hindi ganon. Okay, you'll have to research by yourself. Hindi dapat, especially if uses negative words, hindi dapat. Kasi, you'll have to respect the feelings of others. Okay? Number two, glittering generalities. Okay, ito yung mga, kung ang number one, mga medyo negative words, ito mga glittering generalities, yung mga pangpaganda or parang level up, magagandang words, okay? Vague and misleading general terms used when referring to particular persons or things in order to avoid distasteful details about them. Okay? Love, peace, freedom, goodness, truth. Okay? So, hindi siya specific, pero pag sabihin mo kasing love, nagiging positive agad. That person is full of love. Narinig mo yan sa isang tao. Ay talaga, full of love yan. Alam mo yung tao na very friendly. Yung tao na mabilis lapitan. Okay? So beware also. Kasi that is a technique. Okay? Pampahatak yon. Peace, freedom, goodness, everything that is nice. Everything that is good. Okay? Yan ang glittering generalities. Okay? Itong bandwagon. Bandwagon is very common. Sample, may milk tea shop na nag-open dun sa isang kanto. Tapos sabi ng mga to, ang daming pumupuntang mga tao dun. Sarap siguro ng sarap talaga ng milk tea la siguro. Kaya may sometimes we write joining the bandwagon. Meaning say, kung saan ang karamihan doon ka. Nandun ang majority. Ay, ano kaya yun? Kasi ang daming tao. At siguro, ang sarap talaga siguro ng milk tea doon. Ang sarap siguro ng bagong coffee shop doon. Kasi ang dami. Parang feeling sometimes ang bandwagon, then feeling mo, ikaw na lang ang hindi naniwala. Hindi nakapunta sa isang lugar na yon. Okay? Parang ikaw na lang ang hindi nagtitiktok. Ganon. O magtitiktok na ako para joining the bandwagon kung saan ang karamihan. Para in. Convincing people to do something by letting them know others are doing it and encouraging them to follow the crowd. Oh, that is a technique. Okay? Ay, ito yung ginagawa nila. The joining, yeah, that's joining. Redora Al-Quran. Okay? Join tayo kasi nandun ang karamihan ikaw lang nandyan. So doon tayo sa kung saan ang marami. Hindi dapat ganon. Okay? If you're a human being, dapat may sarili ka. Ay, hindi ko feel mag-milk tea. Ay, wala akong budget mag-milk tea. Why should I go there? Okay? Saka na lang siguro kapag may budget na. Example, pag wala kang budget for milk tea, hindi mo dapat ispisingit na dapat magkameron ako kasi andun karamihan nagmi-milk tea. Hindi ganon. Okay? So, just like prinsipyo sa buhay, hindi pwedeng, ay, ito yung pinapaniwalaan ng karamihan, dapat ganito rin ako. Okay, no. If you know that you have your own principle, that you have your own choice, then be it. Okay? Basta hindi ka makakasakit ng ibang tao. Yun lang naman talagang purpose natin of existence eh. We live for others. Okay? We live for others. Always consider the feelings of others when we decide, when we do something to ourselves. Dapat isa lang alang natin na there are people that we live with on this earth. Okay, gusto ko mga aaral po, Rodora. Okay. Okay, hi Rodora. Okay, that's bandwagon. Okay, avoid. Pero pag feel mo, may example, balik tayo sa milk tea, no? Kasi yun ang or coffee shop, kasi yun ang in ngayon Ay, may magandang coffee shop doon, ganyan. Pag may pera ka naman at may feel mo din magganyan, why not? Let's just charge to experience. Part of experience, you'll have to collect memories naman. Pero, yun sa mga milk tea. Pero pag mga prinsipyo, always follow your heart in deciding who to choose, follow your heart. Hindi pwedeng kung saan ang karamihan doon ka. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Okay, number 4 is card stacking. Okay? Presenting only favorable facts about someone or something and deliberately excluding unpleasant ones. Sa mga commercial, syempre ganun. Alam, mag-commercial ka ng mga negative. Kaya nga ka nagbayad commercial Lahat na magaganda, ibuhos mo na dun sa product mo. That's card stacking. Okay? Pag ikaw naman ay, doing business or putting up business, lahat ng magaganda, syempre, anong disadvantage ng product mo? Syempre, hindi ka magsasabi ng disadvantage. Lahat ng magaganda. To convince customers, to convince clients. Okay? Kasi that's business. Okay, that is business. When asked to describe her cruel father, Julie said, Tatay is a very tall, handsome man. Okay, see? Asked to describe her cruel father. So may mga what do you call this? Opposite. Cruel, pero ang sinabi niya, very tall and handsome. That's very far from, parang sobrang positive na hindi niya na-hit yung tanong. Okay, card stacking. Say, tinatakpan mo kung ano yung negative sa isang bagay. That's card stacking. Okay? Tinatakpan mo by using positive words. Okay? Advantages. Nice words. Okay? Lahat ipresenta mo positive lang. That's it. Okay? Testimonial, this is very common sa mga commercial. Okay? Sa mga commercial. Okay? You could also think of during the election. Okay? Pero I will use the testimonial for commercials. Okay? Ang testimonial, very effective way of convincing customers, clients. Kasi pasabihin mo lang yung mga sikat na celebrity, personalities, that is testimonial. Ay, gamit pala yan ni yung celebrity na idol ko. Gagamit na nga ako niyan kasi ano pala yan? Ganda pala yan sa hair. Ganyan. Kasi nga, yung idol mo na maybe celebrity, ay nag-testimony na I've been using this shampoo for 2 years now. I look at my hair, ganyan. Or look at my makeup. Ayan. Kapag kasi kaya the more ang celebrity may sikat, mas mahal din syempre ang bayad. But to be fair with these celebrities, yung mga commercial models, some of them or many of them talaga gumagamit ng product nila so that they will not be mapapahiya, especially pag matry na ng tao. Okay, testimonial is a very effective technique to convince people. Okay? Kaya kapag testimonial, it's still a bias. Okay? Kaya hindi, you'll have to try it by yourself para maniwala ka. Sabi ni idol ko, ang ganda pala ng shampoo na to. Try ko nga. Okay, hindi pwedeng gamit kasi ni idol for 2 years, gagamitin kahit hindi naman maganda sa iyo, gagamitin mo pa rin. Okay? So always trust your instinct, your heart in taking information. Transfer. Using the names or pictures, but not direct quotations of famous people or other figures and symbols of authority to encourage people to like someone or something. You look at this. Paeng Nepomuceno wears this brand of bowling shoes. These shoes can make you a winner too. Ganun. Yung magagamit ka ng tao, mismong tao, pangalan ng tao, para ma-transfer. Ay, yan palang para siyang testimonial, pero ibang context naman to. Yung transfer, ay, ang ganda pala ng buhok ni Idol. Baka ganun din ang buhok ko kapag gagamit ako ng shampoo na to. Ganon. Yan ang transfer. And that's a bias. Okay? Hindi pwedeng ganon. Kaya should be aware. Okay? Next. Makamasa. Ay, very timely also. Trying to establish someone as one of the common folks in order to give him or her mass appeal. Okay, example, a rich politician wears ordinary work clothes and joins in tilling a field in order to win more votes during the coming election. Ito yung another technique. Okay? Pero kapag yung tao naman ay very deserving, why not? Of course. Okay? Kaya hindi ka pwedeng choose the right one. Okay? Kapag deserve ng tao, and that is true, kahit na ganyan siya, gumamit siya ng ganyan technique, pero tama naman, deserve naman niya, edi why not? Give them a chance. Give her a chance. Okay? Give him or her a chance. Okay? So you should know na isa to sa mga technique na pang-convince ng tao. Okay? These are the propaganda techniques. Okay, one is, name calling, glittering generalizations, bandwagon, card stacking, testimonial, transfer, makamasa. Okay, look at this. Ano kayang technique ang ginamit nito? I don't trust him because he is a foreigner, said the manager about his new employee. Ay, ano yun? Ano yun? Name calling, glittering generalizations, bandwagon, card stacking, testimonial. Ano kaya yung number 1? Ano yung number 1? I don't trust him because he's a foreigner, said the manager about his new employee. Ano yan? Anong klaseng technique yan? What is this technique? Sa kabila yung mga choices ha. Anybody from the viewers? Anong technique ang ginamit siya ng manager para maniwala yung mga employees sa kanya? Anong ginamit niya? Name calling, very good, Adrian Zaib. Zaib, right? Okay. Adrian Zaib, that's true. Hindi ko kasi foreigner yan eh. Ganyan. Generalization, yan, glittering, hindi siya positive eh. There is this, I don't trust. So name calling and then foreigner. Parang niya na may not good impression pag foreigner. So that is a technique. Huwag ka agad maniwala, ay talaga? Hindi ganon. Kasi may sarili kang free will, may sarili kang utak para maniwala. Okay? Number 2, I lost 10 pounds after 1 week of jogging every day, the woman said. Ano yan? I lost 10 pounds after 1 week of jogging every day. Hala, ano kaya yan? Card stacking, testimonial, transfer. Ano kaya yan? Name calling. That's correct, Rodora. Yeah, testimonial. That's correct. Adrian Zai. Testimonial. Ay, nag-lost siya ng pounds. Sabi niya, ay, mag-jogging na nga din ako everyday. Ganyan. Yung testimonial naman, hindi naman siya limited to celebrities eh. Sabi ng friend ko, nag-jogging siya ng 1 week. Wala, kailangan ko talagang mag-jogging din. Kasi siya nga, effective sa kanya eh. Testimonial. Okay? Tapos nakita mo, nagpumayat na pala siya, no? Okay? Next. What is this? I've always wanted to go to that bar. It's the place where everyone goes to these days. We have to go there tonight, said the teenager to his friends. Ano yan? I've always wanted to go to that bar. It's the place where everyone goes there nowadays. Ano yan? Very common. Yes, bandwagon, Yermia, Perez. Yan. Glittering. Bandwagon. More on bandwagon siya, Aldrin. Okay? Bandwagon. Kung saan ang karamihan, gusto mo din pumunta dun. Okay? Again ha, pag hindi naman dapat, pag hindi mo feel, huwag kang magpadala. Okay? Pwede namang hindi mag-join sa bandwagon eh. Okay? Kaya next. Don't go to that party. It's only for the rich people, said the mother to her teenage daughter. Ano yan? Don't go to that party. It's only for the rich people. Bandwagon, Leonita Jane. Yes. Card stacking. Yes. Pinatatakpan ba niya? It's still yan. Generalization. Pwede din. Name calling, pwede din. Kasi, mayroong negative eh. Huwag kang pumunta doon para lang yun sa mga mayayaman. Okay. Parang tinurn down niya agad. That's name calling. Para ma-turn down agad yung kabila, gagawan niya talaga niyang word na para ma-turn down. Okay? That's it. That's name calling. Okay, let's remember. Remember na tayo. I have a few minutes left. Salamat ha sa pagsama sa akin until 7. So, nasa last slides na tayo. One of the easiest ways to analyze a piece of information is to compare and contrast. Okay? A comparison shows the similarities and differences. Facts are bits of information that can be conclusively proven to be true. Okay? Opinions are pieces of information that is based on feelings and attitude that is subjective. Okay? Never mistake an opinion for a fact. Okay? Minsan kasi parang totoo eh, yung opinion. Kaya, para hindi ka ma-misled, you'll have to research. A bias is a mental leaning, inclination. Okay? Predisposition. Ito yung mga prejudgment. Okay? Mga prejudice. Okay? Sometimes an information source can hold or protect an opinion. Okay? So strongly that he loses her ability to stick to the facts. He is or she is then said to be biased. Okay? It is important to be aware of bias in whatever information. Dapat alam mo yon, yung mga card stacking, yung mga techniques. Kasi alam mo, tinitiknik ka na ako ng friend kong to. Punta tayo dun sa kasi dami dun, no? Minsan, tricky din yan. That can be used as trick. Any piece of information that doesn't supply all the important facts about that matter at hand is probably biased. Pag hindi lahat facts based on facts, then it's just a bias. Most biases are communicated through the use of propaganda techniques. Ito yung mga card stacking, name calling. Their presence indicates bias in a piece of information. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining our class tonight. Okay, thank you. Salamat. Christine Alcantara, good evening. Alcantara Maed 211. Hi, Ma'am Christine. We also have Rodora, Yermia. Thank you, Yermia, Christine, Ma'am Christine, Aldrin, Rodora, sino pa? Si Reduban, thank you. Sino pang mga natin? Adrian Sai, Giacinco, Joy Santos, sino pa? Leonita Jane, Avila Marciano, sino pa yung mga natin? Kung mention ko itong mga viewers natin tonight. Bernie Sesno Garubin, Sheila May, Sheila May po, Nabre. Okay? Ayan, may nakalimutan na ba ako? The rest who have not commented, I know you're there watching. Salamat. Teacher ko po si Mrs. Joyce Trinidad Tobeo. Si Marilyn Tabilin. Ayan, may classmate ka nak sa taas. Hindi ko alam kung anong name nun. Thank you so much. ALS learners who are watching tonight. Okay? See you for another session sa next Monday with Tutor Sam. Si Tutor Sam yung tutor nyo on Monday. Huwag kalimutan, pag may mga subjects kayo na kailangan ng supplements or tutor nyo, isang click lang yan sa DepEd ETUlay natin. Thank you for the wisdom you shared, Bernie. Maraming salamat po. Hi, thank you, Bernie. Okay, so click mo lang yan from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ang ALS natin, mga ALS learners natin from 5 to 7. 2 subjects a day. Okay, pero mga kapatid kayo, kapitbahay, friends, lahat ng subjects meron tayo sa DepEd ETUlay. Thank you for accompanying me tonight. Salamat. Nakaano tayo ng almost 1 hour. 5 minutes to 1 hour. From Pampanga, my teachers, Derek. Sir Derek Hugilon. Als learner just 5. Kita-kita po tayo next Monday with Tutor Sam. Si Tutor Sam ang tutor natin, si Tutor Sam na nagko-concentrate sa DepEd ETUlay TV. Ngayon, babalik siya sa live sa Monday. Kaya wala muna ako next Monday. So you will be with Tutor Sam on Monday. Thank you and good night. Let's call it a day. Salamat. Goodbye. Good evening.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!